Once there lived a sad and lonely horse. It was a long time ago the owner died and no one visited our horse anymore. He was so desperate, wanted a company to join other horses. He could hear in distance, but his field was fenced and there was no escape. He could spend his days wandering sadly around the field, eating the tastiest bits of grass, until one day when everything would change. On the fateful day, while sampling a particular tasty patch of grass, a butterfly came fluttering in and landed on the dandelion next to a horse. "Hello, beautiful horse," said the butterfly. Surprised and delighted that the butterfly could talk, the horse began telling the butterfly all his worries. "You see," said the horse, "no one comes to visit anymore. I am desperately lonely, trapped in this field." "Oh, I see," said the butterfly. "That's terrible you feel this way." Now, it was just lucky for a horse that fine morning that this little butterfly was fluttering through the field. Some may even say a coincidence that the butterfly did land on just the exact dandelion next to a horse. For a butterfly was a wise and a gentle soul and understood instantly our horse's worry and pain. "It's sad, horse, but you have lost your way." "How do you mean, little butterfly?" asked the horse. "You are magnificent, strong, and independent, but you have forgotten who you are." "I know I am a horse, little butterfly. I haven't forgotten." But with that, said the butterfly, fluttered off to another flower on the other side of the field. Our horse started to follow and began thinking out loud. What did the butterfly mean? "I've forgotten who I am. I'm a horse. I don't get it." Soon he was where the little butterfly had landed again and asked, "Little butterfly, I'm confused. Can you explain further?" "Of course," kindly replied the butterfly. "I've been stuck for a long time within this field, lonely and desperate for company. Slowly over time, this has become your normal. Then gradually, you have taken this normal to be who you are." "That sounds deep, little butterfly," said the horse. "How do you mean?" "We all place prisons within our own minds. These prisons stop us from achieving our dreams. Your life alone is the field, has now become your prison. You have forgotten you're a horse." And with this, the little butterfly fluttered off to another flower. "Oh, I'm still confused," thought the horse as he wandered over to where the butterfly had once again settled. "What prison in my mind?" Soon our horse was once again where the butterfly had landed and asked her to explain more. "I would like to tell you a little story to help explain," said the little butterfly. "Oh, I like stories." A bee has an ability to jump 200 times its own height. But if you place a glass cup over the bee, something interesting happens. When the bee now jumps, he keeps hitting his head on the bottom of the glass. Now his glass roof. After a few jumps, the bee realizes what's happening and will adjust his jumping height accordingly. The bee now jumps under just the few new glass roof. When you remove the glass, our poor bee is now conditioned into jumping at a few height. He has learned from experience that if he jumps higher, it hurts. This is the prison of our mind. We all create them, and your horse is the field. You have forgotten you're a horse and what a horse does. But with the last comment, the butterfly flew out of sight and our horse was left alone in the field once again. For a moment, our horse felt sad. He was left alone again. But gradually, as he was thinking about what the little butterfly had said, he realized he was a horse. "I'm a horse, and horses run and jump and play. I'd forgotten who I was. I really had made my own prison in my mind. This field with its fence around had become my prison. But I'm a horse, and horses run and jump and play. And with this, our horse ran as fast as he could, and his legs could take us straight at the fence. In one great jump, he cleared it and landed on the other side. He never even glanced back. He just kept running and running to the sounds of other horses in the distance. Our horse was now free. We have all created prisons within our own minds. Anywhere you don't want to be like in a prison. Even in the lap of luxury, one can feel poor and uncovered, lonely. To see these prisons we have created, it helps if we practice meditation, observing the mind, and games it plays as it encounters the world through our senses. When we can truly see the prisons we have created and their unwholesome qualities, we naturally let go. We move forward and escape our prisons. So let us escape our prisons and live freely. Thank you.